I'm Sarah Solt, and I am a toddler teacher at UC's Early Childhood Center. I wanted to be a professional horseback rider, like that was my dream. I didn't grow up anywhere near horses, nor had I ever ridden on one before.
My name is Aaron Eel, and I work as an actuary for Principal Financial. Growing up, I really liked sports. Went back and forth between being like a broadcaster or like hosting like Sports Center, something like that. Growing up, I worked at a snow cone stand. I've helped my uncle cut down trees before. He does that for a job, so getting a hold of some chainsaws, doing that.
My name is Sarah, and I'm a nurse. I work at Mercy Health Fairfield Hospital. But I initially wanted to be a doctor, but then I realized how much schooling that was going to be, and I said, no, absolutely not.
My name is Daniel Lopez, and I am an assessment caseworker for the county. I originally was studying biology when I got to college. When I was a kid, I wanted to be a police officer, so I don't really know where the transition to biology came.
I'm Alex, and I'm a police recruit for the city of Cincinnati. At one point, I wanted to be an archaeologist. That was when I was like little. I was really into the Indiana Jones movies, and it turns out archaeologists aren't really into all the action and fighting. A lot of shooting, driving, fighting. You know, it sounds awesome. Sort of figured that I wanted to serve somehow, and I guess police work is just one of those better way to serve. I was kind of called into it, I guess. Probably my freshman year of high school, I knew that was kind of what I wanted to do, something in law enforcement.
Very hard on myself. Like, I always expect to kind of know everything going into any like type of situation. In nursing, like, you don't know everything. Like, I'm constantly running around like a chicken with my head cut off, but everyone says I hide it well. Not being scared to ask questions when I need to, just being open to receiving help too.
What it means to serve people and what they go through, but also just recognize ways that the Lord can use what He's taught me to help others in need. I love being involved in people's lives and just trying to like point to areas where the Lord is trying to work in us, but we sometimes like tend to ignore it, or we just don't think that it's Him really working in our lives.
Work wasn't really about career, but kingdom, where you spend 75% of your day, you know, at your workplace. He has you there for a reason and around the people for a reason.
The relationships I've been creating at work with like my coworkers and stuff have been very cool. It's just, I never expected to get like, not necessarily close, but get to know so much about them like so quickly. God's really surprised me with how like easy He's been able to work in that.
People are interested in your story, whatever it is, so they're going to listen to what you have to say, and I think that's one thing that is definitely an area I can grow in, is continuing just to talk with people that aren't believers or don't know as much about Jesus or the church or whatever it may be.
I need to really love people intentionally, in work and out of work. Because, I mean, I don't know, there might be one day I step out on the street and it could be my last day. That's just the truth of the job. I mean, I hope it doesn't happen, but it could. So I want to make sure I love people the best of my ability.
We're made to work, and work is what God put us on this earth to do, and a part of how we work is how we worship. So that's something I've really learned, is it's not necessarily selfish to kind of pursue something you're passionate about if you're doing it for God's glory.
We were enemies of God, and that God took us out of that and saw that He wanted us to be with Him. And so we're not like people are on this level and we're here and we have to act like we're better than them. Like in God's eyes, like you're either with Him or you're not, and we can be at a tough time, but God is still there for us, and God can still use us no matter what we're going through. So
Asking the Lord, where is it that you have me? When you're searching for a job, being okay if it looks different than what you originally thought, because the Lord may have you there for larger kingdom reasons, and that is like, you know, a holy calling. So